this is Anne from Naomi's Home Health. I'm just making sure this is starting. I'm doing it on my thing. Perfect. So we've been talking about chakras in our group, and I wanted to start with the root chakra, or the base chakra, as we sometimes know it. So chakras are what we create our energy in our energy body. So it's a balance of energy in the body, and it affects our health, our self-expression, how we perceive life, really. So the root chakra is, or the base chakra, is at the bottom of the spine, and it's the how do I say it? The color, we look at it as the color red. So it gives us energy in our daily lives, helps us accomplish physical achievements, and it's basically what we form our security, our safety, and our survival instincts from, and it's stability. So if your root chakra is not balanced, some of these things will be, out of balance as well. So you're not feeling safe, stable, you're not feeling grounded or connected to yourself. If you resist change and, you don't want to help your body heal, sometimes it can be that your root chakra is out of balance. So yeah, like I said, it was represented by the color red, and it's linked to the earth element. So when we ground to the earth, and the base, we do that through the base chakra. So because it's linked to security, safety, survival, we also link it to our adrenal glands. Our adrenal glands are what causes our fight or flight response. So this is why it is connected to the root chakra. So a balanced root chakra is, you're focused, you feel stable and secure, you have a healthy survival instinct, reliability, responsibility, sense of belonging. You can and want to care for yourself. You just have a drive to live. Sorry, I'm just going to... So there are some essential oils that I like to use to help me ground. There's a few little practices as well. You can go outside, do a meditation on the grass or under a tree, somewhere earthy and outdoors. It's really good to ground outside because the earth has its own energy, and when we're out of balance, it can help us with our energy. So I use doTERRA's Balance. It's called the Grounding Blend, and it has beautiful oils in us to help keep us grounded. Lots of oils that sort of come from really woody trees are really good for grounding. So you've got sandalwood, Douglas fir, I love Douglas fir, abovite, Siberian fir. Siberian fir is beautiful. It's not too strong. It's quite a mild fir. Cypress is amazing. An oil I use a lot. Frankincense, really good to help ground, keep us calm. Cedarwood and vetiver. So these oils are great, particularly for children who need a bit of grounding. They might be on the spectrum, they have trouble focusing, concentrating, ADHD, things like that. So those oils help ground people with those kinds of special abilities. So if you have an unbalanced root chakra, you might find it's difficult to sleep, you might be a bit constipated because that area down there, weight gain because of, that self-love. You're not in love with yourself. Sometimes it's not what we eat, it's not what we are doing. Sometimes it's about how we perceive ourselves and how we see ourselves. Your immune system might be low, you might be tired, but issues in the lower body, your legs, your feet, your back, your knees. If you have issues in that area, it could be an energetic reason, because you go to doctors sometimes or a physio and you're getting all this work done and you can't work out why things aren't getting better. Sometimes we have an energetic or an emotional reason why things aren't right in our body. So the emotional issues connected to the root chakra are feeling unsafe, unstable, anxious, fearful. You always fear everything. You feel ungrounded or like disconnected, have erratic behavior, lack of motivation. You're always in that survival mode, like you're just doing everything you can just to survive, and you're quite negative and cynical. So when we look at healing our body and doing energy healing on our chakras, we look at the base chakra first, because that chakra is where it all starts. It's the first chakra. So we need to get into that one first before we can get the others connected and working in sync, basically, with each other. So there's a few other like spiritual reasons that we don't, when our root chakra isn't aligned, and it's when we're not connected to the earth, when we don't feel like the earth can support us, when we're not looking at the earth to heal our bodies. So for example, if you just rely on pharmaceuticals for everything, you have a headache, you get a pharmaceutical. You get a cold, you get a pharmaceutical. You have a sore back, you get a pharmaceutical. If you are constantly relying on an outer source instead of the earth to heal you, you're going to have a chain of things going wrong with you. When you start looking at the earth and connecting to the earth, like indigenous cultures do, then it's not maybe all the time a cure for everything. You might want to integrate medicine and earth, but things from the earth, like if I have a headache, I reach for peppermint oil, or I look at why I might have a headache. Could be because I'm not sleeping. I might look for some lavender because it might be a tension thing, or some frankincense. I don't grab a paracetamol. In fact, I don't even have any in the house. We just don't need it. So when you look at the earth to nourish and support your body, you're going to have a more connected root chakra. If you're eating a lot of processed food, you're eating a lot of sugary foods, you're not eating a lot of plant-based foods and, foods from the earth, meat or whatever it is, whatever diet you consume. When you're not eating a lot of food from the earth, you're disconnected from the earth. So to reconnect, fruits from the trees and herbs and lots of things are going to help support your body, because the earth and all these things are here to nourish us, and our body understands it a lot better than it understands chemicals and preservatives. And that's why we often have reactions to pharmaceuticals or processed food, because the preservatives in that food give us our body doesn't like it, and our body tries to expel it, and that's how we get a side effect from it. We might get a headache, we might get digestive issues, behavioral issues. I was a preschool teacher for 20 years, and seeing children react to certain foods, I know my children do, and it might not always be anything that you would think is really bad for them, but certain foods can make them hyperactive, emotional, behavioral issues. So it's really, really important what we nourish our body with. So also there are crystals. I'm not great with crystals. I'm still learning. I have my root chakra crystals on me at the moment. So I'm just going to look them up, because I'm still learning crystals and I'm always learning something. So great crystal to help balance the root chakra, and you can wear them, you can have them at your desk at work, in the lounge room, wherever beside the bed, wherever it is. Put a little rock in your bra, in your purse, whatever. So garnet is a great crystal for the root chakra, and it's really good for regenerating your energy. Hematite, great for neutralizing negative energy, and it helps sweep the root chakra and get that energy going back so it can filter up through your other chakras. Black obsidian. Now I know this is a really protective crystal. I do have black obsidian. So it's protection, helping you feel safe. What else? And it's very grounding. It says it's very grounding. Helps you with wisdom and authenticity. Red jasper. So basically we're looking at like red, or the red crystals, or some black crystals. Black crystals are very protective. So if you take on other people's energy, which I do, and I know my daughter does a lot, wearing a black crystal, just, it only has to be around your wrist, or putting it on you is great to help protect other people's energy. Because, sometimes when you are with somebody and you start to feel a bit sick, or you start to get a bit of a headache, or you lose a lot of energy, it can be because you're absorbing that person's energy. So it is very important to be aware. Because, some days you go to work and you're like, oh my gosh, I just can't get through the day. It could possibly be somebody else's energy at work that you're taking on. It's really important to work with energy and think about how, other things affect us, because it does. So red jasper is a nurturing stone. It helps you clear your root chakra and your sacral chakra right out. You've got bloodstone, the warrior stone, a dark silvery green and red flecked gem. So it's a powerful stone to get you clearing out your root chakra, your sacral, your solar plexus, and it helps the heart chakra as well. So it's an emotional balancer, and it doesn't let you get pulled down by flighty feelings. So that's that adrenal issue. When you're flighty, it's your adrenals are out of balance. So the adrenal and the root chakra connection here is important. Carnelian. So carnelian is something for your root chakra to love. And it also connects to the sacral chakra, and it reminds all of the joys that come with life. So it's a happy stone. Whenever you feel sluggish, low in mood, you've lost your vibrancy, this stone swoops in to shake up your base chakra and pull you back up to the top again. It's for confidence, radiance, and outstanding courage. Black tourmaline, another black protection stone. It's a powerful root chakra energy healing stone. It works deeply on your sense of safety and helps you feel fully protected from anything that's going on around you. Tiger's eye, very powerful and protective, and it helps you feel full-bodied and blissful every time you step out the door. So it's just a great protection. It reminds you that the master of your destiny, and that you are the master of your destiny, and there is nothing you can't handle. I'm enjoying learning this. Smokey Quartz. I have a Smokey Quartz. I had a Smokey Quartz band, and the other day I went to take it off and burst and had Smokey Quartz everywhere. So it not only connects and clears the root chakra, but it works with the crown chakra as well. And it has a deep connection with the earth. So that's that grounding there. It teaches us to let go of what doesn't serve us and helps us to clearly see the pathways that we want to take. Black onyx, another protective stone. It helps you keep steady, and it encourages the flow of physical strength and mental stamina. Gosh, we all need that when we don't sleep, don't we? It invites your inner warrior to rise up and keeps you grounded to the earth beneath your feet so that you can channel that energy into every inch of your being. And moss agate. It's mainly associated with the heart chakra, but its earthy energy comes really in handy with the root chakra. It helps wash away the worries and woes that are dragging you down. And it encourages abundance. It's a great gem for keeping close and doing that root chakra work. So, do you have any chakras that you like to use for your root chakra? Crystals, that you like to use for your root chakra? Did I miss some? I probably did, because there's so many. Particularly, you stick to the red ones, basically. So some other great ways you can help balance your root chakra is taking a walk outside, just getting in nature, doing some gardening, hiking, going through the forest, getting into the water, because water helps clear energy and it washes away negative energy. Yoga, there's lots of different poses and things that you can do, because you're breathing, you're grounding, it's mental as well as physical. Pilates, dancing. Yeah, so there are a lot of things that you can do to help balance your root chakra. if you have any questions, pop them in the comments, and let me know what it is that you think about when you think of the root chakra. What are some of the things that I've missed? Because we're all here to learn. I'm still learning a lot about chakras. I've learned a lot through working in women's circles and things like that, and just working with other healers, talking about energy, and there's so much to learn about chakras. I'm just touching on them of the limited information that I know, but I'm always learning. I'm always picking up something, because I learn so much through healing and through health. You can't remember everything that you read all the time. So basically, in short, the base chakra is the first chakra you look at when healing. So get that one going first. Do a meditation. You can just go onto YouTube and type in 10-minute root chakra meditation. Sitting and deep breathing as well, and imagining the color red. So taking in deep breaths, breathing in, when you breathing in some positivity, some positive feelings, emotions, or whatever it is. So when you breathe in, you might breathe in and think, feeling connected. And when you breathe out, you might be releasing anything negative that you don't need or no longer serves you anymore. It might be some form of weakness that you might have, anything. When you're in that meditative state and you're doing your deep breathing and you're imagining the color red, think of what it is that you want to breathe in. It might be strength, the ability to tell people no, the power, the ability to, or the confidence to, choose the way you heal your body. A lot of people resist change when healing, and that comes from the root chakra. So if you're resisting anything to do with, you might be resisting changing your nutrition. You might be resisting looking at the emotional side. I know a lot of people resist that. I was one of them. I resisted it a lot. Even this oil balance that when I first started using doTERRA, I was like, steered real clear of that. Everyone was like, this oil is amazing, it's so beautiful, and I'm like, I can't stand that oil, it's awful. But I wasn't connected with myself, what I needed. It was all about the physical for me, and I now absolutely love that oil. I use it almost every morning. I put it on my wrists, and I do a little bit of grounding before I start work, so I am centered and I can think of what it is that I need to provide for you for the day, what information I need. When I wrote my program, I always had some balance on to help, focus, concentration, and it's all about self-care and self-love. So it took me a long time to realize that, probably maybe 2 or 3 years to really fall in love with that oil, because I kept rejecting it, because I just thought, no, I just didn't resonate with it. And I just wasn't grounded. I wasn't calm. I wasn't thinking about anything else other than what can I eat to help me lose weight. It was a lot of the time, or what exercise can I do, or how can I get rid of this heart pounding so I can do exercise and lose weight. It all come back to that. And that's not self-love. That is not loving yourself, honoring yourself, doing all the things that I needed to do. So it is a whole compass of different things that you need to do to heal, and one of them is physical. The rest is energetic, emotional. You have to do it. It's pointless just focusing on supplements, nutrition, anything else outside of, and medication, all of that physical stuff. If you don't focus on the rest of it, on you and on what's going on inside of you and your energy and what you're putting out there, if you're going to look at something that I might put out there and say, oh my God, this is great, I've used this, that's probably not going to work for me. That attitude, that emotional, thing, or saying that, I don't know, just not diving into and looking at things positively and having that outlook of, I'll try anything. Let's try anything. I can get rid of gluten. I can stop eating dairy. It's hard, but there are things that you can do in your mind, in your energy field to do that. And working on the base chakra, the root chakra first, is super important. If you have any questions or comments, pop them in. Let me know what you think about this. If there are other videos that you want me to do, other lives, I will be doing the rest of the chakras. I'll be posting about them for the rest of the week, right up until we do all of the 7, the main chakras. So I hope that you've got something out of this. I know this live went a little bit longer than I normally would, but please ask questions. Please learn as much as you can.